Disclaimer: I'm no tax expert and I'm not trying to play one on the internet. The tax information discussed in this video should be taken only as basic research for what it takes to sell ebooks and other digital info products. Please make sure to do your own due diligence to find out what's true for you and your online business. Are you struggling to find a reliable way to deliver your digital products to customers after purchase? And are you uncertain about how to calculate, collect, and remit the proper taxes from your international customers? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you the rundown on some popular digital product delivery tools to help show you how they stack up when it comes to helping you sell a digital info product like an ebook on your website. Hi, I'm Matt from Active Growth, and let's face it, these days, selling an ebook on your website is a little bit more complicated than just embedding a buy button on your sales page and calling it a day. Not only do you need a good payment gateway solution, but you also need an accurate way to calculate and collect taxes from the products you sell, as well as a reliable way to deliver those products after purchase. Unfortunately, Stripe and PayPal payment gateways just don't cover these important business needs for you. That's why I'm going to review the digital product delivery tools Gumroad, SendOwl, WooCommerce, and Easy Digital Downloads in this video to show you how they measure up for both product delivery and handling taxes. Let's get started. Look, I know it's not fun to bring up in polite conversation, but we need to discuss some US sales tax and EU VAT, or value added tax basics. Let's start with EU VAT. Regardless of where your business is located, if you sell products to customers located in the EU, you're on the hook to calculate, collect, and remit EU VAT. The EU VAT your EU customers owe depends on which country they're purchasing from within the EU. That means you need a tool that can determine your customer's location, apply the correct EU VAT, and then capture some location evidence to submit along with your VAT remittance. Location evidence usually includes IP addresses, bank location info that's captured after checkout, and the country location offered by the customer during purchase. The last thing you must do when selling to EU customers is register your business with one of the EU country tax offices. You can then remit all your EU VAT in one place and let the tax office distribute it across the EU for you. Of course, if you're an EU-based business, you should register with the EU country your business is located within. But if, say, you're a US-based company, the TaxJar blog recommends registering with the Republic of Ireland. That's because Ireland doesn't require appointing a fiscal representative and won't be affected by Brexit. A link to the TaxJar blog post explaining this is also posted below. When it comes to the US, however, sales tax rules are actually a bit more complicated than EU VAT. As far as I can tell, you only need to collect US sales tax if you're a business that has a nexus in one or more states. What's a nexus, you ask? It basically means that your business has some sort of physical presence in a state. Physical presence can include, but definitely isn't limited to, the location of things like your offices, employees, or warehouses. Again, as far as I can tell, if you have nexus in a US state, you need to collect taxes only from customers located in that same state. Now, how much US sales tax do you need to collect for those states? Well, it depends on the state, which leads us to another important US state sales tax point. Origin versus destination-based sales tax. Origin-based sales tax means that you charge the customers from your nexus state the municipal, district, and state sales tax rates based on your location. Destination-based sales tax means that you charge the customers from your nexus state the municipal, district, and state sales tax rates based on the customer's location. Basically, origin-based sales tax rules are simple because you only have to manage a few sales tax rates. Destination-based sales tax rules are much more complicated since you have to manage sales tax rates from across the state. And unfortunately, most US states use destination-based sales tax rules, so if you're from an origin-based state, lucky you. Now, the question is, which digital product delivery tools can not only give your customers a great purchase and delivery experience, but help you handle your complicated tax issues as well? Next, we'll take a look at that combo for each of the tools I reviewed. So when it comes to digital product delivery, your tool obviously needs to help provide a smooth and simple way for your customers to get their product after purchase. WooCommerce and Easy Digital Downloads do this okay, but Gumroad and SendOwl do it very well. I've already covered Gumroad in a previous video and payment gateway review that I'll be linking to below, so let me just give you a short recap on it here. Gumroad is very similar to SendOwl and has the added benefit of totally handling your EU VAT for you while also allowing you to set up multiple US sales tax nexus states. Gumroad is generally more expensive than Stripe and PayPal in terms of transaction fees, but you get your buy button, cart, product delivery, and basic tax handling all in one platform. In some cases, your earnings using Gumroad can actually be more than other solutions I'll be talking about shortly because you don't need to integrate it with additional tools and its transaction fees are actually cheaper than Stripe and PayPal's international transaction fees. This makes Gumroad a solid all-around choice when it comes to digital product delivery tools. Make sure to watch my dedicated Gumroad review video or read my payment gateway review blog post if you want to learn more details about it. Moving on, let's now break down the SendOwl, WooCommerce, and Easy Digital Downloads tools to see what sets them apart. SendOwl is super slick. Much like Gumroad, SendOwl's online dashboard makes it very easy to upload your ebook PDF file, set a price, add an ebook cover image, and then embed a buy button on your own sales page. With SendOwl, you can quickly connect your Stripe and PayPal accounts to immediately start selling. And once sales start coming in, you can track the analytics of your sales and refunds from the SendOwl dashboard. Not only do you get a slick back-end experience, but your customers also get a well-polished front-end experience that smoothly leads them from buy button to payment form and finally to the delivery of their ebook. When it comes to taxes, SendOwl is a UK-based company and as such specializes in handling EU VAT calculation, collection, and evidence capture for you. You'll have to handle the EU VAT remittance, but SendOwl provides reports for you to make that easy. When it comes to US sales tax, however, SendOwl is only a practical solution if you're based in an origin-based state. That's because you can only add simple state-based tax calculation and collection rules. Now, if you're in an origin-based sales tax state, this works since you can combine your business locations, municipal, district, and state sales tax rates into one SendOwl tax rule applied to your customers from your state. If you have sales tax nexus in a destination-based state, you'll likely need to integrate SendOwl with a service like Quaderno to manage this for you, but at a significantly extra monthly cost. So how does SendOwl compare to WooCommerce and Easy Digital Downloads? Well, in short, WooCommerce and Easy Digital Downloads offers a functional but much less refined payment and product delivery experience than SendOwl. There are some noteworthy points to mention about them, so here we go. To save you some time and frustration, however, I'm going to make a harsh point here about Easy Digital Downloads. To me, Easy Digital Downloads feels like a more basic and more expensive version of WooCommerce, even though they're both free plugins. I'm not going to waste your time by going into great detail about Easy Digital Downloads in this video, but you can read all about it in my blog post review if you're interested. Basically, you have to pay yearly subscription fees to Easy Digital Downloads to get essential features like the Stripe payment extension, and the back-end experience for you, as well as the front-end experience for your customers, looks pretty much the same, or worse in my opinion, than WooCommerce. I recommend that you just steer clear of Easy Digital Downloads. So let's now move on to the pros and cons of the WooCommerce plugin. As a shopping cart and digital product delivery tool, WooCommerce is very popular. The WooCommerce homepage even brags that it powers 28% of all online shops. Well, one reason for this may be that it's a free plugin now owned and operated by Automatic, otherwise known as the company behind WordPress. But however functional, WooCommerce does come across as a bit unpolished and clunky. In the WooCommerce plugin, you set up and manage products as well as track your sales analytics from your WordPress dashboard. A nice feature that WooCommerce provides beginners is its initial tutorialized walkthrough of setting up your first product. New product setup is a lot like creating a blog post in the WordPress editor, which makes things nice and simple. But the front end looks pretty old school for your customers. Product pages look like basic WordPress blog posts containing your theme's header and footer, the product cover image, product name, product description, price, add to cart button, and customer reviews. Again, this is functional, but doesn't look very modern from a design point of view. The checkout process also takes multiple steps as customers are led from the product page to a cart page to a checkout page, a payment lightbox, and finally a payment confirmation page. Another downside to the digital product delivery experience of WooCommerce is that the download link offered on the confirmation page doesn't look like a download link. It just looks like plain text that customers can easily miss and then get upset about. Luckily, WooCommerce does send an automatic backup email to your customers with another download link to ensure they get their digital product. It is possible to remove a few of these steps from the purchase flow, and if you're interested to learn more, I explain how to do that within my review post. There are a few critical extensions you'll need to add to your free WooCommerce plugin to make it fully functional when it comes to payment gateways and taxes. Unlike easy digital downloads that makes you pay yearly for it, WooCommerce's Stripe Payments extension is free and simple to use. You'll also need to download and install an extension called WooCommerce Services. WooCommerce Services can handle the calculation and collection of your U.S. sales tax, but only from one U.S. state. If you must declare multiple Nexus states, you'll likely have to integrate WooCommerce with an expensive sales tax automation service like TaxJar or Quaderno, which can really affect your earnings. The final necessary addition is the WooCommerce EU VAT compliance extension. Although this free extension does calculate and collect your EU VAT, record customer location evidence, and prepare EU VAT remittance reports for you, it requires you to set up and keep updating your EU country-by-country tax rate rules. The extension does provide a button on your WooCommerce dashboard tax tab that will create all your EU tax rate rules simultaneously, but you'll need to keep double-checking and updating them frequently over time. Although it is possible to set up a free WooCommerce digital product delivery system using free extensions to handle your US sales tax and EU VAT compliance, it will be more complicated and time-consuming. When you take into account the customer experience and tax compliance benefits of using tools like Gumroad or SendOwl instead, the minimal difference in earnings may not be worth the extra effort you'll be spending to make WooCommerce work. That's why I only recommend using WooCommerce for those people operating their businesses out of destination-based US sales tax states. And even then, it might be worth it for those individuals just to use Gumroad instead of WooCommerce to prevent any tax compliance headaches. For a full rundown of my digital product delivery tool recommendations, make sure to read the final section of my review post where I break down multiple business situations so you can easily see which tool setup is right for you. But just to briefly summarize my final thoughts for you in this video, here's what I recommend. Gumroad is a great all-around choice. There are certain business situations where it becomes more profitable to use another solution, but please refer to the earnings scenarios in my digital product delivery review to see when that applies to you. Usually, product price, number of units sold, and international versus US transaction fees are the biggest determining factors in such an analysis. SendOwl is also a great choice for EU-based businesses as well as businesses declaring Nexus in origin-based US sales tax states. And finally, WooCommerce is an okay choice to use for businesses declaring nexus in destination-based U.S. sales tax states, but will require additional time and effort on your part to manage. An easier but potentially more costly option is to use Gumroad instead. I hope you found this video useful to understand the different digital product delivery tools available and which setup is right for your business. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and thanks for watching this video.